Gonna try, gonna try, gonna try. Work till I die, till I die, till I die. I'm gonna fail and get up, 'cause I'm not giving up on my dream.
Hi my lovely Frosty Fam, it's me, Karen Frost, and I'm back after a very, very long break. I know, it's been a long time, a lot happened, it's just, I've had a lot. We'll just say that. I've had a lot. I'm probably going to sound a bit nasally because I'm still getting over the flu. Yeah, my immune system is literally shot to you know what, and yeah, I've been just so ill. So yeah, it's been a lot, but you know, I'm trying to pick myself back up off the floor again and get back into things. And so yeah, I'm back with this video. The lovely boy people at Born Pretty sent me a PR package and I was very excited to receive it. So thank you ever so much, people at Born Pretty. I really appreciate you guys still sticking with me and rocking with me, even though I'm inconsistent. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your patience. Really appreciate it. And you guys, my lovely Frosty fam, thank you for your patience and thank you for the messages. Don't think I don't notice. I do. You guys check up on me. You're just the most loving bunch of, yeah, you guys are just my fam. We're rolling. We're rolling. You guys rock with me. We're rolling. I love my Frosty fam. It's the most genuine, heartfelt messages that I receive. It just blows my mind, the care and consideration you guys have for me. It's just insane, and I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you. No, seriously, no, thank you. You guys lift my spirits when I'm really low, and there's nothing I can do to repay you, but all I can say is thank you. Sincerely, thank you. Anywho, let's get into the video. So, as I said, got a PR package, and these are the bits that I received. So I'm just going to show you some swatches of the bits and bobs that I got. These, you know what I'm like with my cat eyes. Cat eye gel polishes are the bomb. I absolutely love them. They are so great, and I like to do my I used to do my swatches of cat eye gel polishes on black display tips, but I found out, well, I just decided to try it one time. I found out if you do it on a clear tip, it makes it so easy to then just place it over another display tip to see what, you know, what kind of effect it's going to have on different colors, and they're just so versatile. I love my cat's eye gel polishes. So yeah, look, I'm going to show you. See, you can grab your clear tip, put it over another one, and check out how it's going to look over the top. I love it. I mean, what's not to love about a cat's eye gel polish? It just elevates any nail look instantly. Love them. So yeah, there's that silver one. Then I got this jelly, which is like a it's like a red, but it's really light. I don't know how to describe it, but it's beautiful. So yeah, this is the selection that I got this time, and it's just, they're all stunning, absolutely stunning. So I decided to do my nails on my fingers because I was really like, wow, this stuff is beautiful. So these are the bits that I'm going to be using to do my nails that you can see right now on my fingers. And yeah, love it. Transfer foil gel, and I got these they sent me these, what do you call them, jewel forms, poppets. So that's what I'm going to be using in this video. Now remember that I've got hooked nails, so I do have to do a little bit of extra work to make those fit my nails and be strong, which I'll show you later on in the video. But that's the set I'm going to do. Obviously I've got the foils. You all know where to get foils from. Born Pretty do foils. They do everything. Links are in the description box below if you're interested in anything. I am an affiliate with Born Pretty. I love their products, and if you do decide to purchase from them, I will get a little bit of a kickback. And yeah, so if you decide to buy anything and you do use my discount code, yeah, it helps me too. So thank you very much if you decide to do so, but of course you are by no means obligated to do any of that. Your will is your own. So anyway, right, let's get into what we're doing now. So I decided to film the prep process for you so you can see how I prepare my nails. Now, I hadn't had my nails done for about 2 months at this point when I was filming this video, because I'd been so unwell for so long. I just physically couldn't do it, and I was still feeling quite ill and quite weak. So having them send me those dual forms just gave me the idea, yeah, you know what, let me just use these. It's going to make my life easier, and I can get some nails on without it taking me the entire day. So it was just perfect timing, really. I didn't know they were going to send me those, so that was awesome. And they're a decent length as well. So I got my long nails. They're not super long, so obviously you can make them as long as you like up until the end of the dual form itself, but they're so versatile that it just, I thought, you know, I'll go for the full length. And I didn't want to do stilettos because I tend to put holes in my clothes. Whenever I do stiletto nails, I end up with loads of holes in my knickers. So probably a bit TMI, but I decided to square them off anyway. It's getting, I'm way off track again. This video is going to be, yeah, all over the place. I'm so out of practice. Bear with. Okay, so I'm prepping my nails. So what I did was push my cuticles back. Don't do it harshly, do it gently. This is sped up. I'm not that harsh with it. Push your cuticles back. Take a small e-file bit and go around the cuticle area. Remove any of the dead skin from the nail plate itself. Do not overdo it. Do not thin your nails out. You're literally just taking off the dead skin, which will affect the adherence of the product. So you want to get that off the nail plate. Really important. And then, because like I said, I hadn't done my nails for so long, I hadn't been keeping on top of dealing with my cuticles, I did have some overhanging skin that, as you can see, I am cutting. Now, it's controversial to cut the epinicium or the proximal nail fold. As you can see, I'm not cutting myself to bleed, okay? I'm just cutting off what is overhanging so that it just looks a little bit neater. Now, like I said, there's pros and cons to doing it, so the choice is up to you. Research it before you do anything like that, and if you do decide to do it, be very careful. Do not cut into living skin tissue because you will bleed. You will absolutely bleed. I did kind of do a bit of a hack job on my nails. I caught myself on my epinicium proximal nail fold a few times with the e-file, and you know, just massacred my fingers basically. But yeah, just be a bit more careful than I was being. Bear in mind, highly medicated, not very well, not really with it, and yeah, in a lot of pain. So yeah, I kind of massacred my fingers. You'll see I've got loads of cuts, but you don't do that. Don't do what I did. Don't do your nails when you're really not in a good position to do so. So anyway, apart from the massacring, just be careful is all I'm saying. So as you can see, just cleaning up my free edge. I can't stand when there are frills underneath my nails, so I'm just making sure that I don't have any frills underneath my nails because that really bugs me. So that's why I'm just using my cuticle pusher to just ease out any of the frills and then file them off and make sure that I've got nothing stuck under my nails, because I can't stand anything underneath my nails. It drives me nutty. After I've done that, then I switch back to my e-file with a sanding band, and I'm just removing the natural shine of the nail, nothing else. You're not removing layers of your nail plate. And because I haven't had my nails on for so long, you know, I always leave a clear layer of acrylic or gel on my nails, always, just to protect them, so that I'm not over prepping them, you know, and thinning out my nail. Because I hadn't had any for so long, that had already grown out, so I didn't have any left on my nails. So these are actually my full bare nails, no product on them whatsoever. So I'm having to prep them properly, which is to remove the natural shine. It helps with the adherence of the product. You don't have to do it aggressively, just gently remove. I mean, I've got my e-file on very, very low. When I say low, I'm like level 4. Really, really low. And I'm skipping over the top of the nail. I'm not putting any pressure on whatsoever. I'm literally just skipping over the top of the nail so that I'm not dismantling and digging into my nail plate. So once I've done that, I'll remove the dust with a lint-free wipe and some rubbing alcohol, and now I'm going to get the jewel forms out and size them up. You want your jewel forms to be slightly bigger than your nail to have room for the product to fit inside the jewel form. If you go for a nail that is exactly the same size as your nail, you're not going to have much room for the product, so make sure it's slightly bigger than your nails. Once you've sized them up, then we can begin. So I'm going to apply some dehydrator to my nails. That's to remove any oils, dehydrate the nail plate so that it accepts the product and it adheres really well. And I chose to use a primer. You don't have to use a primer, I'll emphasize that. You don't have to use one, but if you do, make sure it's an acid-free one when you're working with gel products. You don't want to use an acid one when you're working with gel, so make sure it's an acid-free if you're using gel products. So that's all I'm applying now. Now make sure you don't get that on your skin. Be careful as you're applying it to the nail only, okay? Now I'm going to grab some of the polygel type product. Now this one is a tack-free polygel, so that's why I'm just using the spatula to place it into the jewel form and smooth it out a little bit. There's no need for a slip solution with this one because it's tack free, which is really cool. I will be using another polygel colour that you saw when I showed you the products that I'd be using, so you'll see the different technique with that one. But with this one, it is tack free. You can build nails with it. You can it's strong enough is what I mean. You don't have to just use it for like making roses or something. You can use it to make a full nail, so that's why how I decided to use this one, because I think it's just a really beautiful color in my opinion, and the gold shimmer running through it, I just think it's really pretty. So that's why I decided to just do full nails of this, because it also means that I've got less to do design wise. So I'm using these products to their advantage for me to make getting a set of nails on easier. So yeah, this is one way to get a pretty set of nails without having to do too much. It's really cool because, like I said, it's got that beautiful gold shimmer running through it. It's just really pretty to look at. So yeah, as you saw, I get it into the jewel form and I smooth it out a little bit, and I try and make sure that it's not too lumpy bumpy underneath, and make sure it's not sort of curling underneath my natural nail too much or anything like that. It's not squishing out. Get that in place, make sure it's straight. You see, I hold my hand up and I look at it to make sure it's straight. I don't want a wonky nail. And then I'll just flash cure that for like 10 seconds, flash cure it in place. It will stay there, and then I can get on and move on to the next nail. Now I was just going into autopilot and I started doing this nail, and you'll see what happens. I just wasn't thinking, just wanted to just get it done. At this point I'm like, I just need this, I need this to be finished, because as you can see I already did the other hand. So I then applied this nail, realised that when I compare it, you'll see it in a sec, I'm going to compare it to my other hand and realise that I've used the wrong colour on this nail and the nail before. So my nails on each hand are different, but whatever, it's not the end of the world. But yeah, silly mistake to do. So I go all through all this fuss, get it all the way I want it, and then I look at my other hand and I realise, dude, you're using the wrong colour. What are you doing? It's not matching the other hand. So fortunately I hadn't flash cured this one in place, so I can just remove it, get it out of the jewel form, and that's the beauty with this one, with it being tack free. It was so easy to get it back out of that the jewel form and get it into a different jewel form for the thumbnail. Add a little bit more, because obviously the thumbnail's bigger, so it's going to need more product. So yeah, that's the beauty of having this tack free one. It just made my life so much easier, because if I'd used the one that you need the slip solution before to apply, it would have been much more messy for me to get it out of that jewel form. So yeah, that was a That was something. Oh yeah, sorry, my camera stopped recording. I hadn't noticed about that, but I did obviously apply the dual form with the product in it to my thumbnail, flash cured that in place, and now I'm moving on to the colour I should have used in the first place, which is this really nice bubblegum type pink. And as you can see, this one is more of a sticky polygel. It's a softer sticky polygel, so I'm needing to use a brush and a bit of slip solution to get that into the form, spread it out, smooth it out. Don't spend too much time on it, but you know, get it fairly neat, and then apply it to the nail. And you can see as I push down, I'm trying to make sure that it's not squishing out the sides too much. Make sure it is straight. Make sure I don't want a wonky nail, and I'll flash cure that in place, and then we can move on. At that point, if the underneath is squishing out, you make sure you use your brush to sort that out before you flash cure it. You'll see I'm gonna flash cure it a little bit and then clean up the underneath of this one. We'll get to that in a sec. But yeah, when you're using your slip solution, don't drown the product because it's going to make it stickier. You just want to use a little bit of the slip solution at a time. Make sure you're sort of dabbing some of the product, the slip solution off, so you're not totally saturating the polygel, because that just makes it really goopy. You don't want that. So as you see, apply a bit of pressure to get it onto the nail. Make sure it's straight. Now I'm going to flash cure the top of it for like 5 seconds, and then as you can see, I'm just tidying up that underneath before I cure it all the way. So all the nails are done, so I'll give it a full cure of 60 seconds, and now I can remove the dual forms. They can be a bit finicky, but once you get the hang of it, you sort of twist and pull, and they'll pop right off. Now I noticed that some of my nails, this one in particular, had a bit of an air pocket in it, so I'm just fixing that part. But I did also notice on some of the nails they were a bit thinner, and this is where I said to you in the beginning, they're because my nails are hooked, I have to apply a bit more product after I've removed the form, just to make sure that the nails are strong enough and going to be able to withstand daily life. So you'll see I'll look at the nails, and where I think that the product is weak, I'll add a bit more product just to give it a bit more strength. As you can see, where you see where I'm putting it on the side, that's a great weak spot for your nails to break. One of you'll notice probably, I think it's on my middle finger, it's quite thin at the sides, at the pink as well. I could have probably done with a bit more product on there, but the nails did manage to last, so that was okay. But I would suggest putting a bit more product where I had those thin spots. Because I was still quite unwell, I wasn't doing much with my daily living to day-to-day duties, as it were. So the nails didn't have to be as strong as they would if I was, you know, up and running kind of thing. So if you're not like me and bedridden for a long time, then I would suggest, as you can see, just adding that extra product in places where it's thin to make sure that you strengthen those nails. If you pull off the dual forms and it's all good and there's no thin spots, then great, you don't have to do this part. But I thought I'd leave it in to show you how I make dual forms work for me. It's not just a simple case of get them on, pop them off, and you're done. For me, there's a bit more work involved in it, and because I'm a bit of a perfectionist, I will make sure that they are the way I want them to be, and they have enough strength to last. So yeah, I'll carry on patting and pressing the product into place, flash curing as I go. Once I'm done with my adjustments, obviously I will cure them, give them all a full cure. But whilst I'm doing that, let's have a chat. How are you? I haven't spoken to you guys for so long. How are you doing? Let me know how you're doing. Let's have a catch up in the comments. How are you? What have you been up to? Anything interesting? Anything you want to tell me about? I'm going to be nosy. Let me know what's going on. Let me live vicariously through you. Yeah, as usual, you know, we've all got our own problems in life. All I can say is plod on, keep putting one foot in front of the other. And when it's hard, it can be difficult to talk about things, but sometimes you don't want to talk, and then other times you do. When you do feel like talking, talk. Get it out. Don't hold it in. It just bogs you down. It's a weight on your mind, on your soul, on your emotions. The whole thing. It's all linked. So yeah, make sure you talk to someone. My inbox is always open. You guys know that. I may take a while to get back to you because I have my own things going on, but that doesn't mean I don't want to hear about what's going on with you guys. If you need a friendly ear to listen and, you know, a shoulder to cry on, as it were, I'm here. Not a problem. Just bear with me. It may take me a good few days to get back to you if I'm having a bad day myself. But yeah, that doesn't mean I don't want to hear from you. Don't think you're burdening me. You're not. Just I'm happy to hear from you guys because you guys are just wonderful. Anyway, so that said, as you saw, I gave it all a full cure. Now I'm removing any tacky layer from the underneath, from on the top, whatever. Just remove that. I always do it twice. That's just me. I love making sure that I've removed all of the sticky stuff, so I always use a wipe and some alcohol. You know, I give it a swipe over twice, 2 different lint-free wipes, and then I'm good to go. So now I'm going to choose my butterflies that I'm going to be using, and because I'm just using individual ones, I'm going to cut them out to make my life easier so that I don't end up with other parts of the butterflies from the whole sheet on the side of my nails. I just wanted to choose particular ones. Obviously, if you want to just go with having the butterflies all over, yeah, you don't have to cut them out, but I wanted to be a bit more specific with which butterflies I was using and which colour scheme I was going for, so that's why I've cut them out, just to make it a bit easier for me to place them and have less to deal with when I'm applying it. So now I'm going to, now I've decided which ones I'm going to use, I'm going to apply the transfer foil gel, and you want to keep this layer nice and thin. I don't go right to the ends of my nails with this. I like to make sure that it's encapsulated in the top coat, so I don't go right to the edges with this because I'm not doing a full nail. I'm just doing the butterflies. There's no need for me to go right to the edges with that foil gel. So I'll get that cured for 60 seconds. Then I can apply my little butterflies, and I'll just put them where I want them, and then I'll just use this cuticle pusher to rub them on. Just make sure it all transfer nicely, and you'll see when I pull it off, it's all transferred. And you sort of, if you do, you can see how I'm doing it. I'm lifting it up just to make sure that I haven't missed rubbing any bits on. And then once I'm sure that I've rubbed it all on, I'll remove the top layer, and you can see it's come off clean. There's no bits left over. So this transferred foil gel works really well. As you can see, it grabs onto that foil beautifully, and I've got, you know, no missing bits on my butterflies. Awesome. So I'll do the same on the index finger, applying that transfer foil gel. Don't bother getting it right to the edges, no need. Cure that for 60 seconds. Then we can apply the butterflies again. These butterflies are so pretty. I just fancied a cute set of nails. Just pretty pink, cute kind of vibes. I really liked how they turned out. You guys let me know what you think. It's a simple, easy set of nails, but it has a little bit of something because of the butterflies. Well, that's what I think. You let me know what you think. But yeah, it's not my usual busy set of nails with loads of bling or anything. It's a simple set, but I still think it's quite pretty. I like the combination of the pink with the sort of slightly purple of the other Polygel with the gold shimmer running through it. I think it works well together. I could have used white as well. That would have looked nice as with the butterflies on top. So yeah, use whatever colours you like. But now it's time to top it off and keep it tough. Oh yes. So now I'm going to top coat the nails. This is what they look like for now. Super top coat onto the shimmery nails. It's slightly see-through, as you can see. It's just a really pretty colour. It just brings that gold shimmer to life. It's so pretty. If you see it in real life, it's just so beautiful. But yeah, it just love the top coating. Look at it. It just changes that entire nail from looking like nothing to just bling, pop with the gold shimmer. Beautiful. Oh, I love top coating. And it also means that I'm at the end result, which also makes me happy because it means I'm finished. So I've top coated those ones, and then if any gets on the skin, your clean up brush is your best friend. Get a bit of rubbing alcohol, get a bit of acetone, whatever you want to use. Get your clean up brush, tidy up the sides, make sure none's on the skin, and over the transfer foil, I like to use base coat and then top coat over that to really secure it. You could double top coat if you want, but because the top coat is tack free, my preference personally is to use a base coat and then top coat over that to really like secure those foils in place. And as always, I always run over the end of my nails before I put them in the lamp, just to make sure none of the top coat has pulled towards the free edge of the nails or the side walls, which will distort the shape. So I always do that. So now I've cured the top coat and the base coat. Now I can do my final layer of top coat over the butterflies. But it also means that we are coming towards the end of the video, so I would like to say thank you ever so much for coming to my channel, watching this video, spending some of your most precious time with me. I appreciate you. Thank you ever so much. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and click that subscribe button. Join the Frosty Fam. I'd love to have you. If you've enjoyed this video, it's helped you in any way, shape or form, please click that like button. It really helps my little channel out. It takes you but a second to do, but it means so much for my channel. I'd really appreciate if you could do that. And if you feel like it, leave me a comment. Like I said, let's catch up, let's have a chat. You know, Karen's back, Mrs. Frosty's back, let's go. Anyway, that's the end of the video. I love you guys. You take care now, peeps, and I will be speaking to you very soon, promise I will. Take care now, peeps. Bye for now.
Crying, don't call me back, just say I'll say goodbye.
Just checking for my ride or dies. Now if you're here, put a butterfly in the comment section and I'll know who you are. Bye.
Someday soon I'm gonna make it.